Hola, everybody. This is Linda G coming to you from Northern California. Um, I love you all. Thank you guys. I got nearly 500 questions. Um, Real quick, some housekeeping, as Mel likes to call it. I just did a show with Nadia, so that'll be on tonight. I'm getting a lot of requests for collabs. I'm going as I can get to them. My whole calendar is filled with collabs. So, I want to tell you, I got 101 ways to set your soul on fire. For the seeker, for the sensitives, for the ones who know they were made for something more. And this is from Michelle Claire. And I will read it before her and I have a video we're going to do where you can ask her questions. I'll post a link. And that'll be next Tuesday, a week from this Tuesday. So the 15th. I'll be doing a taped video with her. So thank you, Michelle. I gotta sit down and read it though. I have so many things I have to read. Okay, what's next? What's next is Patty Palmer. She does sweet little, what are they called? Hold on, let me look up what Lisa calls them. They're called, they're very pretty. It's these little blessings jars, and you're supposed to put them in the window. Can you see the little deer there? She just lost her daughter, and she could use, she's making these to sell or donate. I'm not quite sure. I donated just now. Patty Palmer, and I'm going to leave her information on the bottom of this video. These are cute. I'm going to put it in the kitchen window. If you guys want to get it, Patty Palmer, it's got her address. She takes CashApp and her phone number's there, but I don't have CashApp. I don't even know what that is. So Lisa was able to assist me in sending her a donation. But Patty, write to me and tell me if you have another method to get money and I'll add it to this. Okay? So I saw Jurassic Park last night with the boys. Hated it. I love the actors in it, but it was boring. It was so boring. I'm used to the other ones that were right from the start. They had some good stuff. They had a really good monster at the end. Yeah, that was pretty ugly. But I just didn't like it. I just didn't fit for me. It was a good story, but too many flags, they do that personal interaction and conversation, which when I'm watching an adventure flick, I want ASAP, something to scare me. But that's me, that's how I roll. The new Superman looks really good. That comes out next week. So I might go see that next week. The something for, yeah, that's not for me. That's coming out. But anyway, also, I secured a spot in Laguna Hills for a event with just me, yours truly, for 30 people each day. Okay. So not both days. If you want, you can buy both days, but it's only 30. And it's more of an intimate sitting with each other, 10 to 3 or 4. And we're going to do readings and maybe some mediumship, but it's not a meet and greet. Each person gets a good reading. And if you have my book, you can get it on Amazon. You want it autographed, bring it with you because I'm not buying a bunch of books to lay there. If you want to bring your book with you, please do. Laguna Hills, and I think Tana put the hotel that's nearby there if you want to stay there. And like I said, it's going to be a catered lunch. We'll probably have drinks and coffee and sweets in the morning, your local donuts, you know what I'm saying? So that's going on. If you need to know more, I'll post the link on the bottom of this. But yeah, I already sold like 20 some odd tickets. Just it's not having it hasn't even been up 24 hours. So I'm very blessed and honored. Thank you guys. Because money's tight nowadays, so you know. Anyway, okay, and then Mel and I rented the vet hall in November, and Tana's going to make that too. That's going to be more like a several days event. Everybody comes in on Thursday for meet and greet. It's the first week of November, I believe. And then the next day, we're going to have two separate rooms, not on one level, two separate levels, and they have an elevator that works. And I'll have a group of 30, and he'll have a group of 30. And Nat is coming, and Kirsten Langston is coming. And we'll have tables if anybody wants to put out their cards or if they have something they want to sell, we'll have tables. Total of 60 people, but it's divided in half, 30 and 30. So everybody's gonna get everything they need. So, because let me tell you, I used to do 50 and I can't. I cut it down so you can get more intimate readings. Now that's going to be 1,500 just to make the grade with renting the facility. We have to provide lunches for both days, meet and greet, food. So we're doing that. And I think the Holiday Inn is the hotel we use. I'll let you guys know as soon as I'm sorting it out. But by next week, that should be it. Okay, so FYI. Now, Jesus, thank you for all the questions. I really appreciate it. And my very first question up here was knowing that timing is difficult, I'll ask a different way. Which will come first, 45's demise or his removal from office? After hearing that we're paying $100 million for his protection while he golfs instead of funding FEMA, I can't wait for either income. I know what you feel, how you feel, Vicki. Now remember, you can't curse him because you curse yourself. But he is getting ready. Something's getting ready to happen. August is a very bad month. I saw Andre put up a new video. I need to get Andre on the show too. I need to look what the aspects are because Uranus is going into Gemini. So we shall check it out. We shall find out. But what's first? Is his demise? Or is he, because let me tell you, when the blue invasion happens, and he's not going to be able to stop voting. He thinks he can. They're already working in the background. And I see Elon Musk really upsetting the apple cart. And by that, I mean he might divide the Republicans. This is really cute. I really like it. Thank you, Patty. And God bless you with your sweet daughter. Lisa told me you had put up a GoFundMe for funeral expenses, and I don't remember seeing it. Or if I donate it, because I would have put it on my link. So let me know if you still need help with that. Okay, so here we go. Angel of light and mercy. We can't wish for his demise, but we can ask what is the actual outcome with the end of Trump, if you can tell me in some sort of way. What is the actual outcome for the end of Trump? It feels like it's more like he's not well or imprisoned. Look at this. The king gets taken out of the blue. People gathering together, groups of people gathering together. Very interesting. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. So I grabbed a couple of cards from the prediction deck. to double check what these cards, oh, look what landed on my shirt. Evidence of a scandal. It's quite interesting. Evidence of a scandal. Now, I've always seen him being really sick, okay? But tension escalates. It's going to be really tough on him. He could keel over because there's too much people fighting him, or there's so much stuff. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be ugly. And that Elon thing is really going to hurt him. Let's just take a quick look see at Elon. What will Elon do to Trump? Trump is going to try to get him out of the country. Trump. Trump is already talking to people about him, especially coming up with a third party. He's furious. What will Elon do to Trump? Coerce manipulation. Earthquake shakeup. So it's a big shakeup, whatever he's doing, and a planned outcome. So he's definitely going to do something to try to hurt Trump. Let's look at my Morgan Greer. Elon, what, if anything, will he be able to do? He needs to give us back our people for the weather. He needs to, yeah, Doge is a monster, like Trump said, but Trump's out there and it was okay. He didn't listen to anything anybody was saying. Tell me about what's going to happen. This is money, or woman with money crossed by the military or the government. They used to be friends, but it's the money that Trump was attracted to. You know, he'll step over anybody. Nine of Swords. Back and forth, back and forth. Like lovers fighting. Go ahead. What were you saying? What is going to happen between Elon? I see Trump really giving Elon, because he's president, a run for his money. Elon might actually go someplace else and work from a different country to take care of this stuff. Elon's working with Russia too. So whatever this new thing is, Russia's thrilled with it. I'm going to look at what's his name? The Russian guy. Can't even think. Putin. I'm going to look at him because I really am feeling strongly that it's going bad for him. But I see Elon working with him. So Elon is working against Trump. Putin is working against Trump, but Putin is playing both sides. But it's, yeah, start that new, it's not going to really work out, that new third party. He thinks it is, but it's not. But I see a lot of people leaving the Republican Party. It could even be that people who are very upset with Trump might go to the Elon side, but you know, Elon hurt everybody. He hurt the government. He did a lot of bad things. He's not coming in with clean hands. And a lot of people are mad at him. Look what's happening now. 70 people drowned in Texas, and they don't have any kind of system to be able to warn them about this stuff. And it's thanks to Elon Musk. Notice he's not mentioning that. He needed to reverse that stuff. And Trump could care less. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay. So, and Trump is a Russian agent. We all know that. Did you notice that Zelensky is really saying nice things about Trump on his X? He's saying, oh, the president this, oh, I'm so sorry for the people. Zelensky's playing it exactly as he should play it. He doesn't mean a word of it. Uh, yeah, Zelensky is, I'm telling you, I've felt and often feel. So is Trump going to give the Ukraine the monies and materials they need? See, he has a hard time because he's not supposed to. He acts like he's for Zelensky, but he's got Putin on his back. So tell me what I can tell everybody. Will Trump work on behalf of Zelensky? Will he give him what is needed? Will Trump work for Zelensky? Will he give him what is needed? This looks like he's handing him something, and it's some sort of communication going between the two of them. Zelensky is a little bit stuck. Ooh. That's just happened though. That's behind them. So coming before them, yes. Oh my God, I love it. Yes. He's going to manage to give him what he wants for his military. Look at this, fighting Russia. Yes, the bird of paradise is on their shoulders, and they are hitting and hitting and hitting. You know, Zelensky could really turn on Trump if he wanted to, but he's acting like he cares about him. Let me tell you a little hit I got whilst I was doing the dishes. I'm minding my own beeswax doing the dishes, and I heard Zelensky tell Trump, you know, if you help us and we can manage to finally, put Russia in its place, I wouldn't doubt if you got the award, that Nobel Peace Prize he wants. I would submit your name. He told him that, I'm telling you, but he will do anything he needs to do to save his country. He told him that. He won't win it, but he told him that he would submit his name. That's what I heard. I could be wrong, but we'll wait. News will come out about that. We'll know for sure. Okay. I have no hope left, NG girl. Well, girl, that's all based, the current events. But to those of you who feel like, oh, it's over, I want you to know even before they can start taking Medicaid in 2027, there's going to be a bunch of plugs on it. So I don't want you to over worry. I see financial aspects for those with money being affected. I see the stock market plunging again. I see it's very difficult to buy a house and stuff, but batten down the hatch and things will go up in price. But I will tell you, batten down the hatch, don't watch the news, and just know this too shall pass. As I can't change it for you. I can't tell you anything except that we will get over this. And this is a challenge for the United States. This is karmic, and this is something that once we're done with this, we will shore up that Constitution so this can never happen again. First things first, never allow a convict to go into office. And anyone with a questionable background. I mean, most of his family can't pass the scrub. So it's as terrible as it is. I want you to know that it's going to be okay. Yeah, somebody just said a moment of silence listening to your guides. Let's take a moment of silence. Everybody's feeling hopelessness. I just heard in this hopelessness there will be peace. You must find it by letting go of all expectations. We are in the beginning stages of a new America. And those that corrupted this United States will pay the price. That's interesting. They said that. I also feel a lot of stuff's going to come out about everything being stolen. Is it soon enough to put in a Democrat? It may end his presidency sooner. There's a bunch of stuff in there. They're really thinking that, he wasn't technically actually voted in, and it's going to create A lot. I'll tell you, a lot of the people won't be for him anymore. This is the good part. When his, you know, what makes him is those people that say, oh, he's the best. No, he's not. He's a chump. So, uh, whatever happened to Anonymous with their 38-day surprise promise? Anonymous it does things, what do you call it when you say something, but you don't come through with it? Anonymous, they just posted up something with the stealing of the election, but they're not as big as you guys think they are. They're okay. They're not like, oh, we got goods. Yeah, and then what is that? More, what do they call that? Something hits when you say something and it's not true. It's like if you say something before your YouTube thing and everybody's all, what? And then it's nothing, or they don't even bring it up. It's coming in and it's dribbling, Suzette. She said, I haven't seen very much about election interference. It's coming in. Don't forget that they're not, listen, we just had 70 people die in Texas. And you're seeing a lot of people talking about it on the news. But how about those two politicians? Well, the politician and her husband who were murdered. Oh, Trump couldn't go to that funeral, but he could go down to that alligator alley, which, by the way, is flooding as we speak. And now the Garcia guy is opening up saying what really happened while he was in prison and how they just enjoy. That's Trump too. He enjoys hurting people, children even. So will Bove, the Trump lawyer in the document case, be approved by the Senate? The thing is, his people, his Congress does whatever he pleases. I just heard no. Will he be approved by the Senate? I just heard no. I think his license may be removed. Maybe not now, but down the road. Will he get in? Mm, no, no, there's just too much here. Look, no, he's stuck. There's several people that say, you know what, doesn't pass the snuff test. Um, 45 will not be blamed by the Texans for the deaths in Texas, but a lot of other people looking around because don't forget, you guys, and I don't mean to scare you, but we got some other. Remember, I told you in 2025 that there's going to be a lot of natural disasters. And if he cuts off the ability for people to be able to be warned, this isn't going to pass the snuff test. There's a lot more stuff even than this right now. Because remember I said flooding. I saw a lot of flooding. I saw a lot of wind related things. Did you see all those poles that went down in Las Vegas? I see Armageddon heat waves. There's a lot of stuff coming up. I see so much pressure happening that they're going to have to they cut the people who work nights at the Weather Service. And I see them adding probably within a month or so. I see them rehiring. Um, it's just terrible what happened. God bless them all. Will Japan have a massive earthquake and tsunami in July? I hear no. August. I don't know about tsunami, but a good sized earthquake. I see several earthquakes, but not massive. August is what I heard. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I didn't know. Shackled bodies are showing up on beaches. Are they immigrants? Somebody's saying yes. They are immigrants. And they're not digging in deep because Trump knows what's up. So they're keeping the press away from this. But down the road, we'll get the full 411. Got it. As soon as he's gone, we're going to start getting. I don't care that VP, whatever is the JD. He's got worse numbers than Trump, so nobody's going to pay attention to him. Whatever happened to Mark Meadows? Funny you said that. He just sort of disappeared. He's got his druthers. He's hiding because he knows he did some bad stuff, like burning in the fireplace, records. God, terrible people. Mark Meadows. I'm sure I did a reading on him a while ago. He's part of the Walk of Shame too. Yeah, he's cut out. He's going back and forth trying. He's not even talking on any shows. What happened to Mark Meadows? His money is short. He may have trouble in his marriage. Probably by next fall, not this fall, next fall, he'll be having to be forced to testify. Yeah, he's got things coming up. I think he might go to jail. I just saw him putting him in a cage. Okay. People are going to be screaming to put all these people, these Trumpsters that did these terrible things, to put them in the alligator alley. But I don't see them doing that. MAGAs will turn on Trump. They will. They already are. There's some that will never leave, but yes. Uh, Elon's third party will not be successful. Partly, yeah, but it's not going to carry enough weight. Oh, somebody just made a comment about the dream I had. I was on Sherry's show. The other night, I had a dream that Trump showed up at my house with a whole bunch of Secret Service. And he needed to borrow my car. So I reluctantly let him. And he took off with the car, but he came back. And then I went to go someplace with my car, and the keys are gone. He doesn't have the keys. So this FBI agent, it was a female, opened a box and gave me a new, you know what they call them, fobs or something, brand new one that works for the car. And I said, but I got all my house keys on the other one. I need those house keys. And they were acting like, well, sorry. And I was like pissed off because I said, he's totally worthless. He just ruins everything. But, and I was telling them and they didn't arrest me. But so someone wrote about this. I watched your video with Sherry today and listened to your hit about your car. I believe the bigger explanation of that dream is having something of value taken from you and getting back a fraction of what you gave. Oh, that sounds really good. The taker's cavalier lack of regard for what you hold valuable was staggering. Absolutely. And that could mean even throughout the United States. He's taking a value what people have. It doesn't necessarily have to be with me. Interesting. That's very good. Hold on, my friend Dan just sent me something. Let's see what he said. Global entrepreneur on Instagram. ICE raids on construction sites. Of course. Then they don't have anybody to work the sites, and they don't have anybody to pull the the vegetables, etc. You're such idiots, I tell you. Okay, you guys, let's go back to my questions. What? I've watched you and lived your energy, or love your energy, it means, recently. I had a hit in which I see David Muir announcing a grave announcement from the White House. It concerned the trenchmobile. Whatever is going to happen to him will come fast, but I don't know how fast. Your thoughts? Oh, a flash on David Muir. That's very cool. Remember when Trump was in office before, and I had that dream that I walked in an office where Rachel Maddow was and Nicole and Wallace, and I was telling him, you guys have to listen. This is coming down, but he's not going to win. And they weren't really listening to me. Am I the only one that notices that 45 signature looks like shark teeth? It sure explains a lot. Okay. I'm feeling something big is going to happen. Titan. A lot of people are getting that feeling. I'm not a seer, but a feeler. It feels nature related. Are you seeing or feeling the same? I feel the shifting of the earth, and I feel like we got some more Armageddon. You think that 70 people in Texas is bad? There's more coming. Well, Elon Musk helped bring Trump down. Well, since there's some scandal, according to the prediction deck, something's getting ready to come out. I think, because his people don't listen, but I think he's going to announce something more than Jeffrey Epstein. It could be about stealing the election. Something's going to happen with that. Yes, after the collapse of this regime, we will redo with our higher selves a new constitution. Will the election process be fixed before midterms? I see midterms. So if it means getting rid of Trump, it means getting rid of Trump. My question, with Elon predicted to continue to spill the tea, is this putting his life in danger? Absolutely. With this administration or even Russia. Russia's on his side, so don't worry about Russia, but absolutely. The Epstein files, as bad as they are, it feels like it doesn't do the damage of something else that's coming up. Okay. Somebody said, will the big, beautiful bill, which it isn't, actually take effect? No, it passed, but I don't see it being able to be, except for the monies that they're going to get for their ice. Ricky, I learned from Dolores Cannon shortly before she passed that extraterrestrials can't interfere with the world unless it's the nuclear bomb, as that would affect them too. I've been saying this forever, you guys. I didn't know Dolores said it too. But remember that ET that came to me that gave me some information? And they said they can't interfere with free will, but they did say they can stop nuclear weapons. And I had a friend that told me that in the newspaper, uh, what was that place that Ukraine that had that accident? Uh, anyway, I just went blank on the name of it. Anyway, hold on one second. Let me look. Chernobyl. Chernobyl was the name of it. Anyway, there was a picture. It was the number two one that was leaking radiation of a UFO over it, and they were sucking up radiation. And if they hadn't have done that, so these were ETs that were doing it, a far worse event would have taken place. That's what I heard. That's what's, and this was how many years ago, Chernobyl? But that's what I heard, that there was a picture in their newspaper of a UFO caught sucking up that energy. Okay, so where are we? Will Melania be able to cash out her marriage contract? Well, he's not going to be around long enough. She'll be able to be a widower, a widow. It's just terrible. I do see some bare grocery departments. This is from C. Wiley. Trump won't suffer. He's just going to be able to fatten up and feed his people. I see a big event happening with people getting food poisoning. Did you see that Trump had a whole bunch of hamburgers done for the 4th of July and they cooked them a day ahead of time? I see a bunch of people getting sick in some event Trump has at the White House. And I heard his food quality is already bad. Another one, Rich Lean. I have a feeling something is going to happen soon. I've talked to a lot of people. August feels trembling. Uh, so you guys, as much as you need me to say when it's going to happen, will it? I can tell you it will happen. Trump will be no more, but when is the hard part? And don't forget, he stole this election. But remember, the guy said man has free will. So I guess man has free will to steal the election. But this too shall change. And part of this Elon thing is it's going to be revealed. Most of your question is when is he going to be taken down? I understand your anxiousness. There is going to be scarcity. I see Trump as the food scarcity happens. I see Trump really pushing for, what's weird? He was talking like migrants can be owned by the farmers, like we can sell them migrants. What? Like they're slaves? But I do see him giving a leeway for people to come and work for the farms. A lot of the migrants though are not interested. A lot of them are done. They hate America. So they could go and pick things and then go home to relax and get pulled over and be shipped back. Okay, so somebody says, Malu, please tell everybody it's imperative USA will remain a democracy only if we all fight back. And part of the reason we're all going to fight back is it's going to hit everybody right where it counts. He's going to remove the leisure, the luxury of having a car. He's going to create such chaos that people will be done. People will be done. And the threat of taking away their ability to go to the doctor. There's a lot of places that are already closing. So stand down. Let me tell you, it's going to happen. Yep. Claudia, it's so funny you said that. Will imprisoned immigrants be used as a source of free labor? Absolutely. I saw that happening. I see Zoran Mandina. Let me look at him. Will he win as man? Oh, they just want to talk trash about him and he's this and he's that, which kind of makes people like even glad to vote for him because they do things. A lot of these people are sick of Trump and they'll go because he says, I will primary, I will do. Dude, remember that last time we had that big event, big church, and of all the people, only one of his chosen ones won. Everybody lost. It was a beautiful thing. Okay. I don't see Musk interfering with the midterms. I see him making sure that the midterms happen. I'm not making him a hero. I'm just telling you what I see. Okay, so here we go. But I see him escaping from the US. But it's not Russia that's after him. Russia can't stand Trump right now. Well, he's got the sun in his house. I wonder if someone will try to hurt him. It it's like he's doing great and then he's sick or someone tries to take him down. He's got the karmic star, so he's supposed to be in this office or trying out for this office. It's weird with the four of swords, it's almost a no card, but then with the card with the star and with the sun, that's like yes. So whatever he's doing is going to be good. Okay. Um, they'll find the bodies of a lot of these little girls that were lost. It'll take some time. Uh, so a lot of you guys are just asking the same thing, but I'll go back to it. I'll be on with Mel tomorrow. and we'll go to the other end and come up. Can you tell me, my wonderful guides? Oh, by the way, there wasn't as many fireworks. It was dead quiet the night before, which normally they're already starting. My son could hear them from the backside, but I didn't really hear him, but Jack was shaking, so he could hear him. But it wasn't nearly like it normally is. Okay, tell me what you want me to tell everybody. Give us hope. Any good news coming up? Give us hope. Any good news coming up? Look at the world. Look at the world in the palm of your hands. And don't be always saying, but I need this or that. Be peaceful. Business news, money news. Hold on to your money. Karmically, this too shall pass. There's good people that will help us. The fall time is before us, so I don't know what's going to happen in the fall. Definitely, it says hold on to your money. There's a good man coming, a man of peace. So this is like, okay, so the good news is, wait, there's some good news with medical. This could be a new, apparently Japan has a way to stop diabetes. I guess the US is jealous, but it doesn't matter. Not Japan, China. But there's new things coming up with medical, new projects. But give it till April of next year. You were going to see a lot of peace. Okay. I could be wrong with the time frame. All right, you guys. I'm going to go do my live with my peoples, with my subscribers. I love you all, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Cheers.